do this! Hello, and thank you for watching another episode of Art with Chongo! Today, we're not really doing art, per se. Nope, we're gonna try out some 3D printed fidgets. So I found a bunch of cool fidgets online that I'd like to try. So I'm gonna print a bunch out and try them out. All these ratings might matter more to some people than others, but I'm gonna give them a rating. You may agree with me, you may not. But anyway, without further ado, let's do it! And this is how a 3D printer works. One layer at a time. Boop boop ba doop. And with the magic of video editing, we're done. Okay, this fidget was a free download. Actually, all of them that I'm doing in this video are free downloads, so you can all get them for free. But I got this one from makeronline.com. And this particular toy is called the Rota rings. It is designed by Link Designs. Oh, I like this one. This is pretty cool. It's got this cool bumpy outer rim here. I like that. Okay, right away I can tell you this is very fur friendly. This thing is not going to be pulling out any fur. Bonus! This would be really cool to print out with like a stone filament or like a metal looking filament. It'd look like an ancient gyroscope or something. This toy is what's called print in place. That means you can pretty much just take it right off the printer and play with it. You don't need to assemble anything. It is very quiet, virtually no sound at all, but it's kind of bulky. It's not really very portable, but I like it. It's a good one. 7.5 out of 10. This fidget I also downloaded from makeronline.com. It's called the Squishy Mushroom. This one was designed by 3DP Mom, and it comes in two sizes. This one is the small one. This one requires some assembly, but it's fairly easy. You just pop this little dude out, like so. It's just a support, so when it's printing, it has something to sit on. It's kind of like holding it up. Okay, let's put this little guy together. You just grab one end and shove it in there. Like a so. See, oh, wait a minute. Ah! That's gonna cost you some points there, Mushroom. That was not fur friendly. But that's just the assembly. When you actually fidget with it, it's pretty fur friendly. So you just bounce this in like that. It's kind of soft feeling. I could see how this would be relaxing. Not very stimulating, but pretty relaxing. And it is a very nice looking fidget. It is very quiet and portable. You could totally just put this one in your pocket and take it out when you feel the need to fidget. No one would know. Overall, I like this one a lot. I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Good job, 3DP Mom. Next up, we have the Fidget Toggle Switch. This one was designed by Chris Wilcode. And this one is available on Thingiverse.com. This one comes with 3 different springs that you can use to adjust how hard it is to flick the switch. The one I used is the medium strength. There is a little bit of assembly involved. There's like 4 different pieces, but it wasn't too bad. To me, this is more of a relaxing fidget than it is a stimulating fidget. It has a fairly satisfying click to it, but I think its biggest advantage is just the portability. You could easily throw this in your pocket and you wouldn't even see it in there. It does have a fairly loud click, so if you need something quiet, this might not be the one for you. But I do enjoy the sound that it makes. Overall, I like it. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Up next is perhaps the ugliest fidget of all of them. That's partly due to the fact that I printed it in just black. I probably should have picked a cooler filament to use. I went back through all of the files to try and figure out what this one was called and where I downloaded it from, and I came up with nothing. There is nothing on my computer or the entire internet about this fidget. All of this brings me to the conclusion that it doesn't really exist. It is an enigma. We're all imagining this right now. Nothing is real. But anyway, it's relatively fur-friendly. It looks horrible, obviously. It was a kind of a pain to assemble because some of the parts kind of stuck together pretty good. So you could probably easily break that if you're not careful. It's not very relaxing or stimulating. It's relatively quiet, and it's pretty portable, which is good. You can stick it in your pocket and take it right to the trash. No, I'm just kidding. It's not the best, but I'm sure there are worse fidgets out there. Somewhere. Possibly. I guess. If it were real, I'd probably give it a 2 out of 10. Up next, we have the Spiral Fidget, designed by KDEX1. It is available on MakerOnline.com. You know, I do have to say, it does look pretty cool. I gotta admit, it looks cool. This one is print in place, so you don't have to assemble it at all. Bonus. It's pretty relaxing. I could totally sit down and just kinda mindlessly move the slider back and forth. It is not stimulating. It is more of a relaxing fidget. It's pretty portable. It would totally fit in your pocket. There's not much sound at all, so it's pretty quiet, so that's good. You can move the slider back and forth, or you can hold the slider and just kind of push it like this back and forth. See, it works both ways, so that's neat. Neato. I wouldn't mind having this one, and, you know, just wait, hold up. Look at that. It tore a piece of my fur off. Do you believe this? That, right there. See that? That is gonna change the score a little bit there. Ho ho ho, that'll cost you. How dare you? How very dare you? Despite maiming me, it's still not that bad. I still like it. One thing I did notice though, on this end over here, for some reason it printed it kind of rough. Now that could be due to my printer. I'm kind of new to 3D printing, so maybe I need to change a setting or something. But it seems the farther away from the table it got, the rougher the finish got for some reason. Overall, pretty good. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Up next, we have the Articulated Manatee. This one was designed by MHY. It is available on MakerOnline.com. How are you, cute little dude? He's so cute. He's so fur-friendly, yeah, aren't you? He's not gonna pull out any fur. He is pretty quiet. He does make a little noise if you, like, wiggle him around kind of somewhat violently. But why would you do that to such a cute little floaty sea potato? Aww. This was also print in place, so you just pull it right off the table and it's good to go. You can play with it right away. It's pretty relaxing to play with, and I'll say it's probably pretty stimulating too, because you could actually, like, play with it. Kids could, like, take it in the pool and play with it. Adults could take it to the beach and get a lot of weird looks from people. I'm not gonna judge. It's somewhat portable, but I wouldn't put it in your pocket because you may break it. Overall, not bad. 6.5 out of 10. Up next, we have this shark dude here. I believe this one was designed by Anycubic. This one came preloaded on the 3D printer that I have. It's kind of just like a freebie, it came with it. This was actually my first successful print on my 3D printer. It's print in place, so you just pop it right off and you can play with it right away. It's very fur friendly and he looks pretty cool. But unfortunately, I don't think he's very fun to play with. It's not very relaxing or stimulating, it's just kind of... It's there, here it is. This is all it does. Not much of a sound to it, it's pretty quiet. It's decently portable, and... yeah, yep. Here it is. Yay. It looks cool, but that's about it. I give it a 1 out of 10. Moving on. Up next, we have the Fidget Spinner and Texture Stone. This one I enjoyed quite a bit. It has these little holes in the end where if you want, you can put little magnets in there. I didn't have any, so I didn't put any in there, but I would like to try this with magnets at some point. It's print in place, so there's really no assembly. It looks really cool, and it's also fur friendly. It's very relaxing and stimulating at the same time. It's very portable. You could easily put this in your pocket. And see, it's a texture stone because it has these cool textures around the outside. It's kind of bumpy here. And over here. This side has like diamond plating. And this side has these ridges. It's satisfying to spin or to just kind of hold it. I wish I had the magnets to try that out. But even without the magnets, I really enjoyed this one. 9 out of 10. Up next, we have the Ratchet Fidget by Tomo Designs. This fidget is available on Thingiverse.com. I enjoyed this one, but be forewarned, this one did pinch me a couple times, so be careful. It is a ratcheting fidget that you can turn in either direction, like this. And it makes this cool, satisfying click noise. I do enjoy that noise quite a bit. It's somewhat portable. I mean, it's slightly bulky, but it's not very large. So you could probably put this in your pocket. It has these cool ridges on the outside here. This is meant as a more mindless, kind of relaxing fidget. Overall, I like it. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Up next, we have the Fidget Gear Ring that actually works. Now, there must have been another one that didn't work or something, I don't know, but it actually is called the Fidget Gear Ring that actually works. This was designed by Dejan, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it is available on Thingiverse.com. This one is kind of middle of the road satisfying. I do like that it has the 2 openings for your fingers. My fingers don't fit, but that's beside the point. It's kind of cool. When you spin it, you see these gears go in the opposite directions. Really not much to say on this one. It didn't pull my fur or anything, so it was pretty good. I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. Up next, we have the Marble Castle Desk Fidget Toy. It was designed by Bam Bam Design. Bam Bam! This one came in quite a few pieces. It was kind of a pain to assemble. It wasn't horrible, but it was definitely the most difficult of all the fidgets to get together. You can see on the end here, I tried to customize it by making it say art with Chongo, but I didn't go deep enough with the lettering, so you can't really see it. But that's my fault, not their fault. I don't know how to explain it, but this fidget is kind of relaxing and stimulating at the same time. It even has this little storage area on the end here so you can store your ball in there. Pretty cool. Now, I didn't have a marble to use in here, so I just found a bead. I think a marble would work much better. For one, I think the weight would make it work better. But also, the little hole in the bead kind of made a flat spot so it didn't roll perfectly. But you kind of get the point. So the bead just kind of goes around and you pull this button up and down. It lifts these black things over here. Lifts it and then it comes around to this little house. You turn it and then it goes around. And you just keep going in a circle. It's kind of mindless and relaxing. But every once in a while, these little black things get stuck. But I think I just need to break it in. It also gets stuck every once in a while in this little house. But I think a lot of that has to do with how light the bead is, and like I mentioned, that flat spot on it. But even still, I like it a lot. It's obviously not very portable, it's kind of a desk fidget, but 8 out of 10. Up next, we have the Gear Fidget Toy 05, the flat hexagon with the spin. Whew, that's a long name. This was designed by Witty, and this is available on thingiverse.com. This fidget was really neat. It has 7 gears, 6 around the outside, 1 in the middle. And when you spin it, all the gears spin. They all kind of rub against each other and work against each other and spin. It's really cool. But assembly was a pain in the booty. I broke at least 3 of the bases trying to get these gears on. I'm sure there's a trick to getting them on, and I don't know what that is, but I can tell you that forcing them on is not the trick. Everything is kind of tight on this one. I feel like it really needs to get broken in or maybe lubricated somehow. But even still, I like it a lot. It's a really good design, and I can see how this would be very satisfying once I break it in. It's relatively portable, slightly bulky, but it's small. So you could put this in your pocket. It's also very quiet, 8 out of 5. This next one is pretty unique. I like this one a lot. They're called fidget worms, designed by Dave Makes Stuff, and it is available on thingiverse.com. They come in different sizes. This little guy is the test one, just to make sure it's gonna work out okay. He made a test one, which is a really smart idea. They come in 10, 15, and 20 segment lengths. This is a 10. Not only that, you get to pick between a tight fit and a loose fit. I chose the tight fit, and I'm glad I did. Honestly, this fidget is perfect. It's quiet, it looks cool, and it's relaxing and fun. You can fidget with 1 hand, with 2 hands. Probably can't fidget with no hands, that'd be hard. Could probably do it with 3 hands. So if you have 3 hands, give it a shot. Let me know down in the comments how it worked for you. This might not be the strongest fidget, so you might not want to transport it in your pocket. If only there was some way to transport this thing without breaking it. Oh, look! It also comes with an apple that you can print out. The apple has a stem and a little hole so your wormy guy can poke his head out. How cool is that? Dave thought of everything. Way to go, Dave. Not all weirdos wear capes. Wait, did I say weirdos? Not all heroes wear capes. Am I right? That is true, though. Not all weirdos wear capes. But if you're wearing a cape, you're probably a weirdo. Just saying. Now I know what you're thinking. Chongo, how can any fidget possibly be cooler than this? Well, hold on to your pants, guys. Seriously, hold your pants. Is everyone ready? Check this out. That's right, the very first Art with Chongo product. The Chongo Fidget Button, aka Cheesinator 5000, designed by 3D Printy, remixed by yours truly, Art with Chongo. Just listen to that satisfying click. Just 23 easy payments of $59.99, and no, I'm just kidding. It's free. Just go to thingiverse.com and search for Chongo or Chongo Fidget Button or Cheesinator or I don't know, just do some searches and you'll find it. As you can see, on one side there's the cheese, the other side is Chongo. Push down Chongo and the cheese pops up. Push down the cheese and Chongo pops up. I actually love the click noise it makes. And it's obviously very stylish. And you can see when you click it, the little Art with Chongo sign rotates. Oh, wow. I just love this thing. I mean, I'm probably a little biased, but this is probably the best fidget that's ever been made in the history of the universe. There's a little bit of assembly required for this. I think there was like 10 different pieces, but 523.5 out of 10. And just look at that handsome face. Look at it. Look at it. Closer. Closer. So what kind of fidgets do you like? Do you like to keep your mind busy? Do you like something mindless? Something that sounds cool? Or something different I didn't even think about? Let me know in the comments what you like more. I read all your comments. But anyway, I hope you guys had a lot of fun, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip. Bye! Be the cheese!
Chongo! Chongo!
What do you want?
Are you done with these fidgets?
Yeah.
Can I fidget with them?
No, HippoPig. You don't even have hands.
Is that the only reason why?
Yeah, cause you don't have hands. Sorry.
Now what's up?